Hello, everyone. Welcome to Comic Airwaves. My name is Scott. This is my wonderful and sexy co-host who is muted. Still muted.
Hi, and I'm Phil. Sorry.
And we are also joined by our producer Liam. Hi, Lee.
Hello.
Hi, Lee. Anyway, welcome to the show. This is Comic Airwaves. This is a video-styled radio show based on comic books that we love to do for you guys. Mate, I'm so excited. I was talking today to Adam from Comic Band, and he was asking how I was feeling about this whole thing, and I was like, I think this is the first time. Like every show we've done, this is the first time I'm genuinely excited. This is like, I'm now over the nerves. I'm over the kind of like lack of confidence. This isn't going to go well and stuff like that. And I'm just excited now. I'm just ready to like have a good time with it.
It makes a good change because usually you feel quite ill before, don't you? But now you feel good. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel good, man. I feel great. So yeah, let's just wait. How are you?
I am ill. Just full disclosure. I've got the Rona the last 2 days, but I'm still in top form. I've been looking forward to this all the last 4 weeks. I've been looking forward to this really.
Yes.
And today, the hype today has been great. There's been a lot of stuff on Instagram about it. I'll talk about it. Looking forward to it.
People have been sharing it loads, and I'm so chuffed to that. You know, it's like it's that kind of like hype and kind of thing that like we've been gunning towards this whole time, and it's finally starting to kind of get somewhere now, and it's just fun. Shall we see who's here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, great. Okay, so these first three messages that we had, comments at the start were very early. First of all, this was Fuzzy Dunlop. He messaged this at 1:48 p.m. Get in, first in the queue, guaranteed a comfy seat. He's got the comfiest seat in the house. Geeky Guy then comes in at 3:05 this afternoon. Looks like I'm sitting next to you. And then Hydra Collectibles comes in at 7:25, saying, "Is this seat taken?" And then all the, everyone else starts to come in then. So we got Tom. Thanks for joining, Tom. How you doing? Comic Bound. Thanks for turning up. Howdy to you, Daz. Thank you for joining. Ignacio Demeglio. Thank you very much for joining. What's up? We're on Comic Airwaves, man. We're gonna have a great time, and you're gonna enjoy this. Who else is here? Caitlin's here. All right, boys.
All right.
Thank you very much for joining. Anna likes comics. How you doing? Evening all. And we've got Rich from Comics versus the World. We've got Pete from Triple G Comics. We've got Shane from Dawn of Comics. Whoop whoop, bringing the waves. Where my boys at? Like, are these the waves? Like, what kind of waves do you want? Who else do we have? Beth's here. Hey everyone. Thank you for joining, Beth. Blue Sonic jumping in there. Thank you for joining. And then here we go. He loves the intro. Triple G there loves the intro. And Alid is also saying intros on point. Thanks so much. I think we were saying before we started, Phil, weren't we, that this is the thing that we kind of prepare for the most. I think the intro, we always think really hard about nailing the intro and that kind of stuff. But then, sometimes people miss it. So I'm so happy that people have got the intro. Yes, and also Comic Bound is saying, hope you're feeling better soon, Phil. I think
Thank you.
Philip's internet is... Oh, okay.
Sorry.
He's there. That's okay. So Geeky Guy Comics, apologies for being late. That's okay. Apology accepted. But you were also very earlier. What the hell was that? You were messaging at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Like, what the hell's going on? Yes, thank you very much for the intro. Yeah, I'm glad you liked the intro. Tom does as well. Yes, that is also a nice plus there, the fact that Liam is dressed. But and Liam says I can be naked next time if you want, Tom. No, I'll veto this. Liam, you cannot be naked next time. Yes, we are well, thanks. Okay, Philip, shall we take a look at what's going on next?
If I'm still here, yes.
You're still here. Okay, well, let's take a look at what's going on for the rest of the show. It's going to be fun. We have straight away, we've got the answer. There's only one part this time. It's for the nerdiest pickup line. Then we've got Ask Aunty Phil coming up. And then we've got Scott versus Phil part 1 at the comic book shop. And part 2, it's going to be a head-to-head challenge with me and Phil. Rules will be explained later on. It should be quite fun. And then later on, we've got the news and the weather. And then book of the month. And then one of the newest features, what's all the Omnifuss about? And then a brand new game, higher or lower, cover up. So that are all of the things that we have coming up. Have we told you about cover up, Phil? Have we told you about that? I think he's very delayed.
No.
Okay, we haven't.
Yes.
Yes, it's a brand new game. This is going to be really fun trying to deal with the delay. Anyway, it's okay, Phil. Don't stress. We've got this. Okay. So that's everything that's coming up. We're having Aunty Phil coming up really soon. So you all know the score by now. If you want to ask Aunty Phil a question, start your message, start your comment with the word Aunty, and ask whatever you like. It's an advice column. You can ask anything you want. So hopefully the delay will be okay by then. But we'll see. It's okay if it's not. We'll deal with it. And also, if you want to have a chance at playing the cover-up game, then please start your comment with the word cover, and then tell us the best key comic in your opinion. What is the best key comic? All right?
As in value?
No, just, whatever you want. What
value
is,
for money?
In your opinion, the best key comic? Is it like first appearance? Is it, value? Is it, your favorite ever? That kind of thing. But yeah. That's what we got coming up. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. And we've already got Aunty Phil questions coming in now. But we are going to go ahead now and show you guys what people sent in when I asked the question, what is your nerdiest pickup line?
Hello, I'm Chris from Off My Shelves, and Scott asked me what is my nerdiest chat-up line ever. I'm not too sure, so if I put myself in a role-play situation, one might come. So we'll do that. Hi. I work at a museum. I collect comics, and I've got a YouTube channel where I talk about comics. Fancy a no. I got 2 hours, if that helps.
Hi there. How'd you like to see something that's as hard as adamantium?
Hey, babe.
Yeah?
Have you been in a fight with Johnny Storm?
No.
Because you're super hot.
Really fucking cheesy.
Hey, Aim.
What?
If a spider can bite Peter Parker to become Spider-Man, will you bite me so I can become your man?
That's your catch. Is that your chat-up line? That's horrendous.
Hi, Scott. You're probably wondering why we've never said hey to Phil, because fuck Phil.
Yeah, fuck you, Phil.
Anyway, we're here to give you our best chat-up line. So here it is.
What the fuck does that mean?
Our best chat-up line? I think
line?
That's what he messaged. I think he means pickup line.
Then say pickup line, not make
that's what
shit
he
up.
That's what he said. So I'm just saying what he said, told me to do.
Well, I'm going to do my pickup line.
I'll do it. Well, you can go first then.
Okay. Hello. Can I park my penis in your bat cave?
Oh.
Thank you.
I like that one. Well, here's my chat up line, because that's what Scott asked for. Here it is. It's oh moi moi, I love you. That's it.
Okay.
See you, Scott. Fuck you, Phil.
Bye.
So this is probably like I was so looking forward to you seeing that. Purely just because it's abusive. And I messaged Lee about it. I went, why have you said fuck Phil? And he just said just there isn't a reason.
That's a reason on itself, isn't
it? Yeah. It's just fuck Phil. So yeah, those were the answers we had this month for the nerdiest chatter blind. Phil, what was your favorite with that one? Please. You don't know?
Hear.
Oh, you can't hear me?
I can't hear. Oh, I'm back. I'm back now. Yeah.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah. Sorry, what was the question? Internet
What was
problems.
your favorite chatter blind out of all of them?
I'm not being biased. I did quite like the Peter Parker getting bit by a spider. You know, your one. I also like Liam's one too.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think off my shelves was quite quite a good one. You know, role played with himself.
Oh, that's a lot of effort for our wee show. You know, just like putting that together. Fair play. I like it.
I know. Yeah. Thank you very much. I know. Like I just took a selfie on a walk, you know, and then he is doing this whole little production going on. He even changed his T-shirt to do it. I mean, fantastic effort. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's all I had to do is buy a second T-shirt. Well done.
Yeah. Okay. We'll give everyone a couple more minutes to chuck some Aunty Phil questions in. But in the meantime, guys, for the for the next go on.
Can I give my line? You haven't asked me my line. I wanted to give my setup line.
Why didn't you then? Go on then.
I may be Batman, but you are robbing my heart.
Oh.
How's that? Is that okay?
Yeah. Well, let's put it to the comments, guys. Did you enjoy Phil's chat?
Yes, because I have no internet.
Oh, he's okay. We are okay. So yes. Oh, thank you very much, Adam. Scott was great. You pulled me with that. That was my intention, really. Like I wasn't saying it at Amy. It was really, at you. So it's fine. Okay, so yeah, before we go on to Aunty Phil, we are going to do something a little bit different with the question, with the answer. We are going to leave it up to you. So I've made a poll. I'm going to send it through right now. Hopefully, it'll come into the chat, and it should be there. I'm hoping it is. So you're going to have a choice of two questions. Either what is your favorite Marvel book, or who would win in a fight, this person or this person. So go ahead and vote on that. I'm hoping Liam can see it and he can update us later on. And then, we will, put this question, the one that you've chosen out of the two, and that'll be it. Philip, are you ready to be asked some questions as Aunty Phil?
It's going to have to be asked Aunty Liam in a second because he's going to have to take my place today.
Should we get Liam in just in case? Let's get Liam in.
It's usually your fault too.
It is usually my internet, but let's get Liam in just in case, and he can always fill in. If
my advice won't be as good as Phil's.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes now. Okay, but here we go, everyone. We are gonna go for our favorite feature. It's one of my favorites. It is Ask Aunty Phil. We need to add on to that more and more every time. Okay, so are you guys full screened? Okay, so
full screen.
Yeah, bye.
Let's just scroll up. Okay, so we've got the first Aunty Phil. Aunty Phil, why have you not bought a router booster? This is the reason why.
Aunty Phil hasn't bought a router booster because
there is no reason. Okay, next question. Liam, this could actually be aimed at you. Aunty Phil from Bethany, how do I get my husband to stop flaunting his bits on YouTube? Phil, we can hear you. It's okay. Okay, he's gonna go sort that. He's gonna go sort some stuff out. We'll just nail it. We'll just stay here and do this. Yes, Phil.
I haven't even flaunted my bits. Like they were covered up, and it was once.
I think nipples count as bits.
Oh, so I can't do
that. Me doing the show on my own. Guys, let us know in the comments if you would like to move this segment to later on, or should we go through it now with Liam? Hey Phil, how's it going? It's gonna be back.
I think you need to wire up your shed.
Is it bad weather? Is it too hot? What's going on?
It is wired up. I've just turned the Wi-Fi lights off, so I'm going to do that.
Okay. So let's
try and help it.
Yeah, right. Aunty Phil, have you ordered any Dark Horse comics yet? This is clearly based off Chris's video from yesterday.
I was shamed. Last night, and I had to buy Black Hammer Library Edition Volume 1.
It's Phil's first.
Okay. So you just bought that then? You felt so shamed that you bought Black Hammer Volume 1 Library Edition.
It was the amount of abuse I took in the chat in that video. You know, I felt bad, so I had to give Dark Horse some of my money.
That's fair enough. Did you actually give Dark Horse some of your money, or was it more eBay or Amazon or someone like that?
Amazon. Jeff Bezos.
Jeffrey Bezos. What a guy.
He's going to go to the moon on my money.
He is going to go to the moon.
He's going to go to the moon on my money.
He's halfway been there, isn't he? This thing baffled me, right? Speaking of this, right? So the whole Richard Branson and Jeffrey Bezos going to the moon. It was like, right, Richard Branson was the first person to go to the edge of space. This is what BBC said on the news, right? The edge of space. Think about this, right? Edge of space. He didn't go to the edge of space. No one knows where the edge of space is. He went to the edge of the atmosphere of our planet. The edge of space is gazillions of miles away, but all over on the news, Richard Branson has been to the edge of space. And this just wound me up.
Was it the BBC?
Yes, it was the BBC.
Of course it was the BBC.
Of course it was. Okay, are you ready for another question?
Yeah, I think my internet's holding up, thankfully.
Okay. Yes. Dear Aunty Phil, why is orange jam called marmalade?
Because orange jam just sounds like a sex, like position or something. I don't know. It's just like,
wow. Okay, next one. Can you stroke?
Do you want to do some orange jamming tonight?
Wait, what? Oh, okay. Can you stroke your beard seductively for us? Can you stroke your being?
My being? Like, I think after being weird.
Oh my god!
But I mean, stroke my being. I mean, that's for the After Dark show tonight. That's not for now.
Hello, Werewolf. Thanks for joining. Yes, Aunty Phil does need a jingle. Okay. This is from Adam. Aunty Phil, does your internet also have corona?
It must spread through the airwaves, you know. Hopefully it doesn't hit wheels.
You know? Yeah, I had it, and then Phil now has it, and then it's going to go to Liam eventually.
10 days off work.
Okay,
he's in Wales. Taste, I should be getting closer. He should have
Wales. It's not in Wales. It's not in Wales. He's just Welsh Liam. Anyway, Phil, your internet's okay now, isn't it? It seems okay. All right. Okay. So bye, Lee. Cool. So Lee's
coming up again.
Okay. A genuine one now from Adam. Aunty Phil, what book are you most looking forward to coming out in the last half of the year?
The last half of the year.
Yeah.
As in Omnibuss's stuff, I'm really looking forward to Something Is Killing the Children. The kind of is it the deluxe edition with a fancy slipcase? I'm looking forward to that.
Oh yeah, that's coming out in October, isn't it? Yeah, the end of October.
Is it October, September? Is it? Yeah.
October, yeah. The end, 27th, I think it is.
Also, I've got the Amazing Spider-Man Volume 2 and 5, or 3 and 5 pre-ordered. I'm looking forward to them too.
Great. Yeah, nice. And then we got Hatgrid the 4th. Dear Aunty Phil, if your segment could have a jingle, what would the lyrics be? What would the lyrics be?
It would just be like, fuck my life, FML, my internet's crap. I don't know. I'm not creative. Leave me alone.
Oh, sorry, mate. Okay, and I think that's all we've got. That is all we've got for the Ask Aunty Phil questions. So Shane has asked there, stroke or flick your being? What would you rather do? What would you rather do with those things? Ignacio made a little good point. Maybe Richard Branson edged in space. This isn't whack comics. This isn't. This is. I try to make this moderately family friendly, but it's the community that makes it what it is. Hey, Perpetual, thank you for joining. It's great to see you. And we've also got Adam as well. He's also really looking forward to Something Is Killing the Children Deluxe. He's been wanting to read it for a long time. Well, he hasn't read it. He hasn't read the whole thing. He hasn't read any of it. Wow, you've gone this long. It's like, what, a year and a half since it's been out now? Was it like the end of 2019? I think it started to come out. Wow, good effort. I mean, if you've not seen any spoilers either, then fantastic. And then, so yeah, Off My Shelf said it's very catchy, your new jingle. But Caitlin has also offered to make a jingle for you. So, Caitlin, we'll take you up on that offer, and we will expect the jingle for the next show. Thank you very much. One more. Ask Aunty Phil.
Does she have her Aunty Phil pillow yet? The cushion.
Does she have her own cushion yet with Aunty Phil's face? With this lovely mug on it. Caitlin, make that happen. If anyone could do it, I think it's you that can do it. 100%. Yeah, one more question. What book do you want to see next in absolute format?
I'm not sure, but I've seen. Well, we will be talking about it. Absolute Gods and Mortals.
Nice.
Is due out in absolute format, and I may be grabbing that.
Nice. Okay, we've got a couple more trickling in. Okay, no more questions, guys. I'm going to start to move on in a minute. We got Werewolf by Lunchtime. Phil, if you went to Mars, what's the first comic you would read? In Mars.
Something by Dark Horse. So I don't feel shamed. I can start off right in Mars.
But you'll be on your own in Mars, so there's nothing to feel ashamed of.
Or maybe The Martian. I just read a proper novel like The Martian to learn how to survive on Mars.
Yeah, that is great. One more from Shane. Ask Aunty Phil. Oh no, sorry, this is the lyrics. Cool. Okay, so Shane, you're very helpful with this show. Would you like to sing this a little bit for us? Maybe send us a video and we'll put it in the next one. It's up to you. But you can if you want, and that would be great if you did. We got Comic Bout saying he'd love an absolute Mr. Miracle or an absolute Harleen.
Oh yes,
Harleen would be great. That would be really good. Yeah, Aled, you need to get onto
Mr. Miracle too. Be fantastic.
Yeah.
Shout. Yeah. That will come out. I've had like 5 formats of that already. That will come out at some point.
Yeah. 100%. Okay. What do we have? Oh, he's gone. He's just
the
gone.
2 with us.
Okay, right. I'm glad you're here because the next section was going to be Scott versus Phil.
I'm not prepared to take Phil's place.
I'm really glad you're here. What we'll do, look, we'll have to move on, won't we? We'll have to move on.
We can play the rules. Shane's video.
Yes, okay. We'll play the rules. So, okay, so this is a game. This is Scott versus Phil, the Comic Book Shop Part 1. Hopefully Phil will make it back. And it is a game sent in by Shane, and I will leave it to him to show us the rest of the rules.
Hey Scott, Phil, it's Shane here. Ahoy hoy guys, Dawn of Comics here. We came up with a game for Phil vs Scott. Mostly me. I helped. Kinda. Anyway, it's a game of I went to the shops and I bought. With a comic twist, obviously. Example for you. You start. No, you start. Fine, I'll start. I went to the shops and I bought an issue of Aquaman. I went to the comic shop and I bought an issue of Aquaman and an issue of Black Panther. I went to the comic shop and I bought an issue of Aquaman, Black Panther, and Conan the Barbarian. And so on through the alphabet until one of you forgets. Or cannot think of one for the next letter of the alphabet. Good luck to you both. Well, I'm Team Phil. Well, I'm Team Scott. Take care and stay safe. I just thought of something. How are they going to tell us apart? Well, you're the one wearing the hat. Oh, yeah. Also, we don't look that much alike. Oh, yeah. Bye.
There we go. So those are the rules for the Comic Book Shop game, and that was absolutely fantastic effort from Shane. Just being able to.
I love that video.
Editing that, it looks like it must have been quite fun to do. Using he's used a green screen really well there. It's fantastic. So thank you very much, Shane, for explaining those rules. I think I'm glad that Shane is Team Scott because Dawn of Comics is Team Phil, and he's very sassy, insanely sassy with his reacts. You know, but
yeah, I know where you're coming from. Yeah,
but that's where it is. So, I don't really know what else to do now. We need to wait for Phil. Perpetual Comics saying, Aunty Phil, hello, Aunty Phil, 3G or dial-up.
it might be worth pointing out that the reason there's 2 parts is because we're doing a best of 3.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're doing a best of 3. So there might be a 3rd part. Essentially, we're giving Scott as much help as he can get.
I will let you guys into a little secret. We actually pre-recorded this before, and then we changed the rules a little bit. And the rules were basically you can say anything you want. Absolutely. So it didn't have to be a character or a team. It was like, for instance, one of the ones that I thought of was, a Catwoman 1 in 16th scale bust, that kind of thing. So it started with C. Okay, Phil is back. Okay.
Ooh.
Hello, Phil. You okay?
We hope I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Yeah.
you.
And I'm sure it sounds lovely.
It sounds
having-
divine.
I'm having to use my phone for this. That's dedication for you. I could easily sit on the sofa and watch this back myself. But I want to
Just
be part
watch
of
us
it.
struggle. Okay, well, we've done. We've just watched the rules for Scott versus Phil for the comic book shop game. Are you ready to play the game?
For a 4th time?
For a 4th time, yeah. I've just explained to everyone we've kind of done this. But anyway, Phil made everything so complicated that I couldn't even remember anything, and it just threw the game. So we decided, let's not change Shane's rules. Let's just do it live, and we'll just stick to the rules that he gave us. So we're only going to say like a team or a character. We're not going to be like issue 1 or Aquaman and Justice League crossover, whatever.
Let's tell everyone the truth. I won.
You did.
And Scott has tried to, change the rules. So
This is my attempt to claw a win back, because at the moment, was it like it's 3-1 to you?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, well let's give it a go. Lee, who's going first?
Scott, you can go first because once again, you need as much help as you can get.
Okay, let's make this quick. Okay, Phil, no dilly dallying. Okay, I went to the comic book shop and I bought Ant-Man.
I went to the comic book shop. I bought Ant-Man and Batman.
I know where this is going. I went to the comic book shop and I bought Ant-Man, Batman, Catman.
I went to the comic book shop. I bought Ant-Man, Batman, Catman, and Daredevil.
I went to the comic book shop and I bought Ant-Man, Batman, Catman, Daredevil, and Elektra.
It's different from the practice.
It is different.
I went to the comic book shop and I bought Ant-Man, Batman, Catman, Daredevil, Elektra, and Fantastic Four.
I went to the comic book shop and I bought Ant-Man, Batman, Catman, Daredevil, Elektra, Fantastic Four, and God of War.
Is that allowed, Liam?
Am I allowed? It's a
Yeah.
character.
Oh.
Yeah. There
I
wasn't
went
any
to the comic
Marvel or
shop
DC.
and I bought Ant-Man, Batman, Catman, Daredevil, Elektra, Fantastic Four, God of War, and Hellions.
Hellions. What comes after H? Okay. I went to the comic book shop and I bought Ant-Man, Batman, Catman, Daredevil, Elektra, Fantastic Four, God of War, Hellions, and Incredible Hulk.
I went to the comic book store and I bought Ant-Man, Batman, Catman, Daredevil, Elektra, Fantastic Four, God of War, Hellions, Incredible Hulk, and Joker.
I went to the comic book shop and I bought Ant-Man, Batman, Catman, Daredevil, Elektra, Fantastic Four, God of War, Hellions, Incredible Hulk, Joker, and... No, wait. What? Killmonger.
Ooh.
I went to the comic book store and I bought Ant-Man, Batman, Catman, Daredevil, Elektra, Fantastic Four, God of War, Hellions, Incredible Hulk, Joker, Killmonger, and Lobo.
I went to the comic book shop and I bought Ant-Man, Batman, Catman, Daredevil, Elektra, Fantastic Four, God of War. What's after? Hellions, Incredible Hulk, Joker, Killmonger, Lobo, and Miss Marvel.
I went to the comic book store and I bought Ant-Man, Batman, Catman, Daredevil, Elektra, Fantastic Four, God of War, Hellions, Incredible Hulk, Joker, Killmonger, Lobo, Miss Marvel, and Nightwing.
Went to the comic book shop and I bought Ant-Man, Batman, Catman, Daredevil, Elektra, Fantastic Four, God of War, Hellions, Incredible Hulk, Joker, Killmonger, Lobo, Ms. Marvel, Nightwing, and I'm gonna just go with this. Like, am I allowed Dr. Octopus?
That's the day.
All right, that's all I had.
Wah, wah.
That's it. That's it. That was round one done.
1-0.
Well done. Okay, 1-0. Okay, great. So that was the end of Scott versus Phil round one. Okay, so Phil, we're going to give you a bit of downtime now. We're going to give you, well, not give you, we're going to give you, everyone, a look at the people who bought a mug in the last month, and we're just showing them a little appreciation. And I really hope it's the next clip, because otherwise I've messed it up.
Yeah.
There we go. There's supposed to be music with that. I don't think there was any music with that.
I was going to say,
Why was the
supposed to be no music.
Something's gone wrong there.
And that wasn't even my fault, so I'm all right with that.
That's fine. Something always goes wrong. But yeah, anyway, people were saying well done to you, Phil. Caitlin, yes, I definitely need to practice my ABCs. Yeah, I don't know why. I've always struggled to like remember the entire alphabet, or like, you know, if you just give me a random letter, like what comes next, I'm like, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But yes, so those are the guys who bought a mug in the last month. So that was Bethany C, who is the wife of producer Liam. So thank you very much there for buying. Yes, she is. Didn't you know? Yeah, so she was the first owner of a very pink Comic Airwaves mug. We also have Pete from Triple G Comics to thank for buying a mug, and also Marcus from Mad Dog Comics. All of those are fantastic channels. Go ahead, yeah, woof woof. Go ahead and give them a look, subscribe, and just have a look around their channels. They got some fantastic content. Yes, see, this is my reason. The Welsh alphabet is different. There's only like there's a few letters missing. There's like 23 letters in the Welsh alphabet, I think. But yeah. I don't even know. Like, I don't speak Welsh, unfortunately. But yeah, speaking of appreciation, I think I'd like to you know, take this a little bit of time just to tell everyone that we have the CBC Awards finishing very soon. If you don't know what that is, the CBC Awards are the Comic Book Community Awards, and it's basically an awards thing to celebrate Instagram and YouTube creators who make stuff related to comic books. So obviously, Comic Airwaves, we are gunning for the most entertaining category. So if there is anyone who has already voted for us voted for Comic Airwaves for the CBC Award, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. But then if anyone hasn't and wants to, then go over to cbcawards.org. Just fill in everything there, and we would love to win for the most entertaining category. But yeah, that's it. Plug over. And then here's Amy. She's popping in. Thank you very much. Slating me. The first comment, she said in, Scott knows basic Welsh. I do. I know basic Welsh.
She means you are a basic Welsh.
Wow. Bye, Lee. Okay. He's gone. Okay. What I was going to do next was play the next part of Scott versus Phil. Do you want to move on straight away now?
Yeah, internet's good. I'm focused. I'm 1-0 up. I'm good to go.
Well, I've got to win this. Okay, so let's play Scott versus Phil. Okay, Lee, you're back. So the rules are simple, but Phil, you can start this time. Everyone, I'm hoping everyone in the chat is aware of the rules now. We just have to do the alphabet in a comic book shop, and it's a memory game. That's all it is. So, Phil, would you like to go first?
Are we allowing characters previously used?
No.
Okay.
It's going to be hard.
I should have broke down the characters previously used.
I remember them. I'll tell you.
Okay. Let's go.
I went to the comic book shop and I bought Aquaman.
Ooh, giving me PTSD from the practice rounds. I went to the comic book shop and I bought Aquaman and Black Widow.
I went to the comic book shop and I bought Aquaman, Black Widow, and Catwoman.
I went to the comic book shop and I bought Aquaman, I nearly forgot, Black Widow, Catwoman, and oh my god, are you kidding me?
Go. You said one in the previous round.
We're not allowed to say one from the previous round.
No, but you didn't. You couldn't use it because it was the wrong one.
Yeah, you said that.
Ah.
I feel really bad, to be honest.
That's all right. We just know that my memory is absolutely terrible, and you know, as fun as a game it is, my memory is literally terrible. Yeah, and there is Off My Shelves and Rich there from Comics vs. the World saying how tense that was. It's very brief as well, which...
Can I just say that the first round was the best out of all 4 rounds? And then that one was, I think, joint worst.
Clearly, I put all of my eggs in the first basket. The thing is, I knew this was coming up. I didn't even practice. I didn't even look at characters. I just knew it was coming up and did nothing. Yeah.
So I thought I was nailed on to lose this. I'm suffering with the COVID and stuff. I didn't have it in me. I didn't think I would win it, and of course, I just had to rely on Scott's lack of memory essentially to win it.
Well, there it was. Yeah, so there we go. So Phil is now 4-1 ahead. You know what I was thinking the other day as well? We don't have like anything to win.
Respect.
You know, like if we get to a certain amount of
Pride.
points, no one wins anything. You know what I mean? We can have respect and pride if you want. That's fine. So yeah, Shane says, nicely done, Phil. Dawn of Comics approves. Because did you see the video of Shane explaining the rules?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you had Shane was Team Scott and Dawn of Comics was Team Phil. So Dawn of Comics is very happy that you won. I don't think I said hi to ABZ yet. So hi, thank you very much. Yeah. Wow, was that one over? I had a sip of beer and it was done. Yeah, honestly,
don't drink it, you miss it.
Liam can vouch, Amy can vouch, I'm sure the boys from the Nerdhood can vouch. My memory is terrible. There we go. Yeah, this is spot on. Okay, Amy just come in. Scott's memory is good when you can relate it to food. Remind him of what he had and he remembers then. Honestly, like so Amy will be like, oh, do you remember when we did this? I'd be like, no. And then she'll be like, yeah, we went to that restaurant and you had that pie. I'd be like, oh yeah, that was a great pie. I love that day. That's literally how all of my memories is linked with food. And it's a bewildering thing. But yeah. That's it. Guys, coming up for the show, don't forget we do have the game. Liam, I'm hoping you can have a quick scroll through the comments. So look for anyone who has started their message with the word cover and given us a key comic for them. What is their key comic? I've seen a few dotted around, but I haven't kept note.
I'm glad you've seen a few because I haven't.
Hi, Albert. Thank you for joining. Sorry. Thank you for joining. Very happy to see you here. Yes, so we are about halfway through the show now, which means we need to go to a quick little ad break. So yeah, here's something for you guys to look into. Well, to be honest, let me just check, because why wasn't... There we go. The sound should be working now. Okay. So yeah, okay, we're going to go on to this now. I'm going to go for an advert, and we'll see you in a bit.
Working on Killeroo Semper Fi has been a wonderful experience. I think not only because Killeroo is a classic Australian indie character, but also because it is so beloved by a very strong fan base, and that fan base has asked for a complete story for a little while, like a big, juicy story, and I think we've done that with Killeroo Semper Fi.
All right, Phil's gone. So there we go. Nice little advert there. So we had advert there for Killeroo, Semper Fi, and Young Rufus Adventures. They are both intertwining stories. So the character, Rufus, Killeroo, was created by Darren Close. Killeroo Semper Fi was then written by Matthew, I hope I don't butcher this, Sowell, and drawn, I believe, by Ignacio de Meglio. And then Young Rufus was created by Caitlin Major and Matthew K. Hoddy. Those stories actually interlink. And if you were to buy both of them, then Young Rufus would slip in between pages 8 and 9 of Killeroo Semper Fi. So yeah, very cool. Phil, I can't hear you.
Nope.
There we go. I can hear you now. So Ignacio has been here since the very start. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for sending me all the stuff through as well. It looks like a fantastic book. Dawn of Comics as well. I read Killeroo a few years ago. Fun read.
I thought it looked great, to be honest.
It does. Doesn't it look really cool? And that is why this episode is titled Ripped Army Kangaroo, because of that advert. So thank you very much, Ignacio, for I contacted you, we spoke for a bit, and for sending me all this stuff through. It was it looks like an awesome read. But yeah, you can pre-order Killeroo. The Kickstarter has ended, but you can pre-order it, and for Young Rufus you can go ahead and back the Kickstarter now. All the links are in the comments of this video now, so give that a look. But yes, it looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah. I don't know why, but I was getting like real Usagi Yojimbo vibes, like just obviously a wee cute wee animal, but like it's not a cute animal. It's a dangerous killer animal.
Yeah, it is. Like this, like obviously, like young Rufus, it looks like this thing. This character is a really innocent-looking, happy kangaroo type thing. But then something must happen to turn him into this badass Arnold Schwarzenegger kangaroo type character. Shattered Glass, Tyler, thanks for joining. I think he's still doing or just finished maybe a 24-hour cancer charity video. So yeah, I hope that went really well. I hope it's still going well if you're still doing it. But yeah, well done on that, mate. That's really good. And we also have Adam here. Okay, so today I found out about both Killeroo and Murder Falcon, noticing a theme here. I'm wondering what's next. Killeroo, Murder Falcon. What's going to be your next? Like Stabby Goat?
Yeah, that's what I think of something. Homicidal horse or something, or whatever.
Homicidal horse. That would be fantastic. Manny, thanks for joining, Manny. Welcome to the show. Hope you have a good time. Yeah, okay. So Shane said he reviewed. He used to work for Comic Crusaders, and he reviewed Killeroo way back when he was with them. So that's cool. Yeah, so Killeroo has been a character going for a long time now, but the fans wanted more. So so Killeroo Semper Fi is kind of like a large story, kind of either tying things off or just carrying the story on. Yeah, and that's it. That looks really good. You gonna buy it? Gonna consider buying it?
Me?
Phil? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to look into it.
Yeah.
Unless someone send me a free copy to review, I'll do that too.
Yeah, great, man. Perfect. Okay, so right, halfway through the show, let's go ahead and take a look what's coming up for the rest of the show. So we've got the news and weather coming up right after this, and then we're going to go to the book of the month, and then what's all the Omnifuss about with Phil, and then we're going to go for our game higher or lower cover up. So if anyone wants to get involved in the game, then you can just go ahead, start your message with the word cover, and tell us your best, in your opinion, key comic. What is the best key comic? I've seen a few. I think Comic Bound said earlier Sandman was one. And that's the only one I remember because my memory is terrible. But yeah, so Lee, have you been compiling some? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Lee. And so yeah, he'll let us know all that later. I've been looking up what the people have been voting for on the poll for the next question. It's very close. When I said what shall the next question be, and it's 52% at the moment who would win in a fight, X versus X. And the other question was what is your favorite Marvel book, and that's only got 48%. So I'll leave that up for the rest of the show. And you guys can keep voting on that if you want, and we'll come up with it. If it's really close, we'll just do both one after another, and that's fine. ABZ, no, any key comic. If you wanted to have one you own, that's fine. They can get any key comic. What do you think is the best one ever? Phil, are you prepared for the news?
As prepared as my internet, yes.
Okay, you are prepared. Great. Okay, well, let's go ahead and look at the news. That was very loud. That was the first time we've used that one. But yeah, there we go. So, Phil, over to you with the news.
Disclosure, I'm looking at my computer screen here, so I won't be looking at the camera. So just whatever.
No
first bit of the news, Scott Snyder. He signed an exclusive cosmetology deal. He signed with Amazon, which also includes Dark Horse. It's an 8-book deal. Snyder will be teaming up with the likes of Jock, Raphael Albuquerque, Greg Capullo, Francesco Francavilla, and others to release his new creator-owned titles. 7 will go through Dark Horse, and 1 will go through his own recently launched production company called Best Jacket Press. With Capullo, we have Demons. Is the title of the book. With Jock, it's called Book of Evil. With Albuquerque, it's called Duck and Cover. And the one I'm looking forward to the most with Francesco Francavilla is Night of the Ghoul, Regale. But he's been teasing that for 2 years now. These will come through Cosmetology as digital first, but they will likely get a physical release once they've come through that platform. Probably in a trade paperback or hardcover format, but who knows?
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's that story. Move on to the next one, and my number one woman of all time, Scarjo, Scarlett Johansson, and I support her in this. She
Me
is
too.
she is suing Disney for breach of contract after Disney streamed Black Widow at the same time as its cinema release. The film set a box office record for a release during COVID-19, so it grossed $218 million, £157 million in its first weekend. But then the box office receipts fell sharply, and ScarJo argues she was deprived of potential earnings. I don't know the ins and outs of the deal, but it appears she was promised a 9-week theatrical release, which would have obviously increased her revenue. But whenever they released it on Disney Plus, obviously they cut her out of that, and she doesn't get that money. Apparently, Kevin Feige's very angry with Disney for this, and he's obviously backing up ScarJo.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Disney have said they complied fully with her contract and that her case has no merit whatsoever. So I think it's fair to say that Black Widow is 100% not coming back from the dead in the MCU. I think this will be the end of ScarJo and Disney. Either way, whatever way it falls out.
Yeah.
Which is quite sad to see. But like I say, ScarJo's my woman, and she has my back.
Yeah, I'm definitely on her side with this. If it says in the contract, you'll get all the money from the theatrical release, and then they've just released the film anyway on Disney Plus, then she's not going to get any money from that. So they should have at least, renegotiated the contract or just told her, and they do what it sounds like there was no communication.
I think that's her kind of argument as well, that they could have worked something out. But the House of Mouse, being who they are, they've actually, in their statement, they've almost kind of made her sound like she's anti-COVID and doesn't care about the COVID thing, and it's almost become political. So what's obviously isn't the case, and what she's saying, she's arguing her point that she's potentially lost up to 50 million. Apparently, I don't know if that's accurate figures, and I don't care if I have £200 million in the bank. If I've lost out in 50 million quid, I'm coming for it,
Yeah.
So yeah, 100%. I've got her back. She can count on me over at Phil's Nerdyverse. So yeah, moving on in our story. Something is Killing the Children spin-off series, House of Slaughter, has been revealed. Something is Killing the Children is one of the most talked about indie books out today, written by James Tynion, and it's been such a huge success they've revealed a spin-off. And that will focus on stories outside of Erica Slaughter. Now, speculators, listen up, because Something is Killing the Children issue 5 gave a glimpse of the House of Slaughter. So that's surely a key book, maybe it's the best key book,
Yeah.
And House of Slaughter is due for release sometime in October. I am being very vague with the details here because I don't want to look too much into it. I haven't read Something is Killing the Children yet, so I didn't want to research too much into this story.
You haven't read any of it?
Yeah, sure, you know this.
What? I didn't know this. I thought you were keeping up with it. Wow. All right.
I've got the 2 trade paperbacks, and I bought them to read them, obviously. But then they released this hardcover deluxe coming out.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to wait into that now.
Wow.
But now I'm going to be guilted into reading this tonight, probably.
No, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
The last piece of news I have here then is Something is Killing the Children, the TV show. So it was announced a while back that Netflix had the option, and the pilot show is now in development. It's being adapted by 2 fellas named Trevor Macy and Mike Flanagan. And if those names mean nothing to you, well, that's okay. I've got you covered. The filmmaker's recent work is that of Stephen King's Dr. Sleep film adaptation, and they also created The Haunting of House Hill on Netflix, which was a big hit and creepy AF. Flanagan has also been referred to as a horror maestro. Good thing about this is for lovers of the comic, fear not. Boom Studios' Ross Ritchie, Tynion himself, and a few others who are involved in the book are now noted as executive producers. So for staying true to the source material and the essence of the story itself, it's a good sign. But there are no further details yet of actors or actresses or release dates. That's all we know so far.
So is it going to be a live action? Is it going to be, or is it animated? Live action. Perfect. That sounds so cool.
The Haunting of House Hill is a key part for me because, obviously, if it's going to go along those lines, it is a horror book, essentially, isn't it? And it's going to go along those lines. It's going to be. It does sound promising. I look forward to it.
Yeah, I cannot wait. It's going to be great.
And that's my news. Over to you for the weather, Scott.
Okie doke, here we go. So let's have a look at what's been hot and what has been cold in the last week. So first up, we have Detective Comics issue 359 coming in at $5,300 with the first appearance of Batgirl Barbara Gordon. Then we have All New Marvel Now .1, $350 for that, the first appearance of many characters. Avengers number 43 for $280, the first appearance of Red Guardian. And then we've got Iron Man issue 282, $125 with the first cover appearance of the War Machine armor. Then we have Avengers 684 coming in at $70, which has the origins of the Voyager, I think it's called, and Tokyo Ghoul number 1 for $25. This is in its second draft for screenplay coming out. And then we have Usagi Yojimbo number 21. This is the 1 in 10 Sue Lee variant coming in at $18. So that's the weather like. That's what the weather's like where you are.
I'm just checking my CLC to see if I own any of those books.
I don't. I did one a couple of weeks ago, didn't I? Which had like Fantastic Four 372. I did own that book and I bought it for £10. I flipped it for £40, and then I'm seeing that it's worth now like 80. And I'm like, damn, like, you know, yes, I quadrupled my money and that's fantastic, but I could have octupled my money.
Yeah.
But, you know, I didn't.
You know that, you don't know your alphabet?
No, I don't. Yeah. I can't say anything else.
That's the thing about being, you know, flipping comics. It's trying to find the right time. If you held on to it for too long, then that will be in the story section next week or next month.
Yeah,
know?
exactly. Exactly. All right, Phil, do you want to talk about what your book of the month is?
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Do we have like a segment or something? No.
I don't have a feature for this. I just haven't made one. No.
Okay, maybe we should. Liam, get on it.
So, come on, Liam.
Liam,
what are you doing?
So yeah, I had texted Scott last night and I said about the book of the month, and I'm so far behind my pull list. So the books I read about 5 or 6 books in a row, trying to find the book of the month, at least books that released this month, and they were all pish. Like, I was really let down by a lot of them. And I'm not going to talk about them because it's not fair. I am behind. So like things like Better Ray Bill number 5 I haven't read yet. That probably would be here if I'd read it. But the only one I've read that I actually quite enjoyed was Superman, Son of Kal-El. Oh yes, that's the one. And
here's one I made earlier.
At the end of the day, there's an underlying common denominator here, and it's Tom Taylor. Every time it's Tom Taylor. He's fantastic. And basically what this is, so Jonathan Kent, who at some point in Superman run went to the future to live with his grandfather. Clark Kent, Superman, was no longer there in the future where he was, so he's come back to take the mantle of Superman. And it's just a lovely wee story. It sets it up nicely. It kind of, has a platform for him to take off here. So when he was born, had Batman, Wonder Woman, Clark Kent, and Lois Lane all present at the birth. And basically, the books carry very heavy emphasis on the fact that he's Superman's son, but also Lois Lane's son. So you're going to get the best of both. You get the kind of compassionate, true hero in Superman, and also the kind of like investigative, bitey journalist in Lois Lane. And he's going to be the best of both and be better than his father ever was. But yeah, I love that. I love the fact that I'm a big fan of the Super Son stuff. And
Shane's not happy with this book.
He does hug a guy to save the day. There is
so what? It's lovely.
Yeah, it's a lovely little book. So there's a guy who he gets so stressed and so anxious, he basically goes on fire, and that's his kind of like metahuman power, whatever you call it. So the army obviously want to get him and drug him and take him in and do experiments on him, but he obviously wants to give him a wee hug and say, "Let's calm down. It's okay. We've got you." I get that. I understand where Shane's coming from.
Sorry, no, I was just no. Sorry, you carry on. It was me being Superman, being no, shush, it's fine.
Oh yeah,
I'm here. Sorry.
I get where Shane's coming from, but at the same time, I just love the way Tom Taylor writes and makes everyone. It brings it a nice little place in your heart, where it just feels lovely. And again, the Super Son stuff. Like I love Jonathan and Damien Wayne's interactions. And yeah, I'm looking forward to issue 2. This first issue sets it up beautifully.
Yeah, I thought it was a fantastic start. You know, like Tom Taylor. With with everything he's done so far, it always seems to have like a little bit of an emotional kick to it, and I definitely felt a lot of nice, humbling moments in that. You're like, yes, he's Superman and he can do all this, but he didn't. He was very compassionate. He was very calm and empathetic with that character, the one who was on fire and stuff like that, and calmed him down and didn't need to use violence and just used his powers to kind of figure out what was the issue. And he was like, okay, you're anxious, this is stressing you out, the stress is making you worse, give me a hug. And essentially, yeah, it is, he did hug him better, but that's fine. Like, it doesn't have to be a massive fight or whatever. Words can be just as powerful, and that's what I took from that.
Yeah, the guy, I can't remember forgive his name in the book, but he didn't want to be on fire. He didn't want to cause the issues,
No, I know. Shane, Tom Taylor's overrated. I have to disagree, mate. I have to disagree, but that's okay. But then Manny says great points. Phil's got some great points as well there. Adam there, getting stressed and setting stuff on fire is a metahuman ability. In that case, I'd better start designing my costume. Oh man. Sorry. You all right, Shane? You okay? Do you need a hug? Do you want to talk about it, man? It's okay.
I think we should do a read and react video to the
yes.
Superman.
Yes, do it, Shane. This is what we want. We want you to do a read and react of this new book. It sounds like he's read it because he knows about the whole diffusing the situation with a hug thing. But yeah, not like it's a great book. And the cover as well is a homage from the 1939 Superman issue 1 as well. And it's great.
The artist name escapes me, but he's on pencils and inks, pencils and colors, I think. Sorry. So,
okay.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, nice. Is that you?
That is me.
That is you. Liam, do you have a book of the month? Is he? No. He doesn't know. You don't? Do you? Do you have a book of the month?
My book of the month is the Transformers Back to the Future issue 4 crossover.
Great. Okay, that's it?
That's it. Okay,
all right, thanks then. He loves it. I can just see him, like, every time I put him down, he's having a great time. He loves this. He loves this. Okay, my book of the month is Good Luck issue 1, written by Matthew Ehrman and drawn, I think, and colored by Stefano Simone. Very cool book. A very cool concept. It's basically luck becomes a tangible, measurable thing, and it's about this group of 4 teenagers who literally have zero luck. And it's great because it's up to them to save the world. It's not made quite clear as to why just yet, but it's a very cool concept, very cool book. And they have to wear, because they don't have any luck, they have to wear these suits that give them artificial luck. But then if the suit breaks, the luck leaks out, and it's kind of cool. But I was such a believer in this book. I also bought the foil variant of cover A, and I bought cover B there, and I also up here in my frames of comics, I also have the Virgin variant of this cover as well. Right, Phil?
I was always going to get mentioned. Your little wall of comic books.
Thank you. I'm very pleased with it. But yeah, I reached out to the creators of this book, and the artist Stefano Simone got back to me just to say thanks. So here it is.
Ciao COMIC AIRWAVES, thank you for Luck One as your comic of the month. I think my favorite part of the comic is when they put on the suits. Okay, so I can draw a lot of colors and a lot of crazy effects. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
So yeah, there we go. That's Stefano Simone. He was a nice guy. I spoke to him a little bit this morning, and he sent me that video this morning. And apparently there's an echo again. Okay, I'll sort that out. So yeah, he's a very nice guy. He was saying like, sorry, the video's not too long. I'm just with my newborn baby, and I was like, oh, okay, no problem, that's fine. Congratulations. And he sent me a picture of his baby, and it was honestly the most adorable baby I've ever seen. Like I'm now an uncle, and I'm now going to visit. I'm going to go to like Italy or wherever. No, but yeah, honestly, like he was such a nice guy to speak to. So the fact that he's so busy, and it was just nice just to be able to get that from him as well. So yeah, so thank you very much. That is my video of my book of the month. There we go. Sorry, I'm just gonna sort this out again. Oh, okay, so it was that was echoey. Okay, that's fine. But everything's cool now, guys. Yeah, that's cool. Phil.
Yes.
I've booked my first convention. I wanted to talk about this. I know, like I put it on my story. Like Amy and I are going to the MCM in Birmingham in November. We're gonna have a lot of fun. It's both of our first conventions. I've been to like a mini one in like Swansea, not far from me. But this is my first like big one. What should I expect?
Listen, I've been to an MCM in Belfast, and it was like it would fit into like a school assembly hall. We don't have good cons over here, so I don't know what to expect. I hear Birmingham is one of the bigger ones in the UK. Not quite as big as London, but it's one of the bigger ones.
Yeah.
Essentially, you're going to expect just cool stuff to purchase and look at. People on cosplay. I don't know what guest lists there are because I don't think they've announced the guests yet. So
no.
But it's always interesting to get down to the artist alley, bring some books with you, especially if you have any blank covers. If you have any blank comic book covers, bring them and get like a commission done or something like that. It's always pretty good.
But I've got a crossover 3 blank cover, so maybe I could take that somewhere. See if someone can do something with that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was you'd mentioned it a few days ago in the Nerd Herd group when you were asking about it, and if Dean had a went and if Shane had a went, I would actually looked at flights. See if I could get over there, and I thought, but no, it wasn't going to be financially viable for me to go there. But,
that's fair enough. We will get together one day.
Absolutely. I'm excited for it. I think you and me will have a good time. Of course, you'll probably meet up with Dean again and Liam again.
Well, Liam is coming. Liam is going. Yeah. So yeah, he's coming. And he's bringing Beth, and So we got a few little. Was it so? Comic Bound here said I still haven't been to a convention. I'm glad I'm not the only one. And I'm surprised, to be honest, with Adam, with the amount of stuff he collects and the knowledge he has. He hasn't been to a convention. That's quite surprising.
Yeah, I honestly thought he would have been, but maybe we'll all go to one together, like we said.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? A bit of advice from Shane: expect hot, sweaty, smelly nerds in cosplay. Okay.
Yeah.
Chris: expect to be out geeked at every turn. I love it. I hope I do. Yes, Beth is always, because we're going with Liam and Beth. She says, yeah, you're coming with us, can't wait. We've already pre-prepped our plan of attack. Oh my God. Attack? I thought you were going to say something then. And then we got Alan there. Beware of people with poster tubes coming out of their backpack. And then he's got a little emoji with some bandages on his head. Wow.
One thing I do remember from the Belfast one is that, so you see people in costumes, and some costumes look really crap, like cheap out costumes or whatever. Then you get people here, grown ass men, like older than me, they must spend thousands on their costume. Like Batman was there, like actual Batman. Like it was Batman. I'm convinced it was him. The suit was just spectacular. I've seen Darth Vader suits, which just blew me away. Even though I'm not a Star Wars fan, I like prefer Star Trek. But so people do put a lot of time and money and effort into their costumes, and this is their chance to show it off to their nerdy friends.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward. Like, I'm not going to dress up, but I'm looking forward to seeing everyone else, in cosplay and seeing what kind of things they come up with, and seeing if I can guess who they are.
I think you should.
Who could I cosplay as? Like,
Casper?
Like what? The friendly ghost? No,
No,
from Seven
Seven
Secrets.
Secrets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Well, his hair is my hair doesn't go like his hair. I'd have to get a wig.
Streeters.
I could take my little suitcases, just carry a little one around. That'd be quite good, wouldn't it? But yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It should be a good laugh.
That's like
yeah.
I said, good shout. You and Amy can go. One's the keeper and one's the whatever the holder. Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, that'd be cool. Amy, what do you think of that? I hope she's still watching. But yeah. Or I could cosplay as you. Cosplay as Phil. You may not may not be
You'll
recognized.
be hounded. Absolutely hounded.
And then Shane says I should go as a shelf. I can do that. I can do that. Yeah. Okay. Phil, are you ready for your next feature? What is all the Omnifuss about?
Absolutely.
Okay.
What's all the Omnifuss about then?
Okay. So what do we have? Do we have any whales? Do we have any things to look out for? Anything coming up?
Yeah, well, I thought on the back of Chris's video, so Chris from Off My Shelves he's had the whole month of July celebrating Dark Horse, the birth, 35 years of Dark Horse.
That was so good.
It was great. He asked Scott and I to participate in the video, and one of the books that I picked for my 5 books I wanted to own or wanted to get was a book that you've also considered a whale book, because essentially you're not going to get it anywhere without paying big money.
Not for cheap.
No. So the one I've picked for myself is Fear Agent by Rick Remender, he of Deadly Class.
Yeah.
Art by Tony Muir, published by Dark Horse, of course. And essentially, you're not getting this in a store. It's long out of print. I did find one on eBay, UK listing. It ends in 2 days. There's 0 bids currently. And the starting bid for volumes 1 and 2, I should say, is 250 quid. Starting bid.
Insane.
So if you want it, if I really wanted it, I can buy that. But I don't want to pay £250 for 2 library edition books. So that's kind of a whale of mine, really. And speaking of whale books, I actually asked Chris what would his whale be, and he had said his whale is Usagi Yojimbo Legends limited edition hardcover, which I couldn't find on eBay. So that just goes to prove that you're not getting this; is not available.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But there are other limited edition hardcovers that go for 200 quid plus. So Chris, good luck finding the one you want at a decent price. I don't think you're getting it.
Yeah.
I also asked Adam from Comic Boy what his would be, but unfortunately it's in my phone because I'm now using my phone as my camera. I do remember it was the Fade Out. I can't remember now who published it. I think it's an Image book, but that's kind of his whale if he can't get anywhere again without paying big money for it. I believe it's the Fade Out. If he's in the comments, he can correct me if I'm wrong. Like I said, the message is in my phone, which I would have used if I was on the computer. But so be it. Further on, so I checked the previews magazine for this month, and a few books that are now available in the order that are worth noting. So there's now a new printing of Moon Knight Volume 1 and Incredible Hulk Volume 1. That's by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Moon Knight has a whole host of writers and creators in that. And Fantastic Four by Jonathan Hickman Volume 2. They're now available to order. So if you want them, get your shop and get them bought. They're ordered. They're due out, I think, start of 2022. Regards to DC, I checked DC Connect, and you've got Batman TMNT is now available to order, which I've ordered. It's written by James Tynion, and it collects Batman TMNT 1, 2, and 3. So I'm looking forward to that. Again, I think that might be November time that comes out, so look forward to that. And I'll also kind of talk about some upcoming titles in the month of August.
Yes.
Notable ones, which I think you should get this, but I know you won't because you're waiting for the trade paperback. And that's Nightwing Volume 1 by Tom Taylor. That's the hardcover. That comes out.
Hardback. Like, I don't mind getting a hardback. It's just most of my stuff is paperback, and it'll just look odd. You know what I mean? Like in the shelf. And it's literally just because of the shelf aesthetics. That's it.
Yeah, it's just because I know you love that book, and I kind of want you to get it, and we don't know when the trade paperback's out, so that's why I mentioned it. But that's out on the 4th of next Wednesday. Also out next week. There's actually quite a few good ones. One called The Last God hardcover. It's a DC Black Label book by Philip Kennedy Johnson and art by Riccardo Federici. Described, and you would love this, described as a high-power, brutal, and nuanced dark fantasy epic, and it looks fantastic. So
Nice.
that I would look into that too. It's going to be a hardcover as well.
Yeah, cool.
Out next week is Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus by David McElhaney. It was due out last month. It's been delayed, so it should come this Wednesday. We also have Wolverine Volume 2. Listed for the 4th of August and the 11th of August is something I've ordered. It's Captain America, The Death of Captain America by Ed Brubaker. So I don't know what date it's actually coming, but it's going to be one of those two. And then another one that I've ordered, which I'm looking forward to on the 18th of August, is What If, the original Marvel series, Volume 1. So that kind of collects all the What If books. So I'm looking
Are
forward
they
to
the
that.
old ones? The original ones?
All the original
Nice.
ones, yeah. I'm looking forward to that. And then at the end of August, 25th of August, we have Daredevil by Charles Soule. Another one that I've ordered, Cosmic Ghost Rider, which will double dip into the two books I have, Donny Cates' Marvel Universe and the Guardians of the Galaxy hardcover. But we're all collectors. I'm sure we double it up all the time.
Yeah.
I've also ordered Todd McFarlane's Spider-Man. That's due on the 25th of August.
Nice.
And a book I haven't ordered, but I might order it. And that's the absolute Wonder Woman Gods and Mortals, because we read that for the Nerd Herd and we loved that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's the absolute treatment at the end of this month. So that could be a good one to grab.
Yeah, because that's still in the top 10, isn't it? Or is it just bumped off now?
No, I think it's
on the
still,
noted.
I don't know.
I think it's like 8th place or something. It's not. It's well, yeah, it's a top 10. Yeah, but it's not in the top row, is it? On the Nerd Herd leaderboard.
It did get knocked off the top row whenever we had 5 in the top row, but then we've now expanded that, so it might still be in the top row.
Yeah,
I'm sure
okay.
she'll let us know.
Yeah. Hopefully. All right, great. Well, yeah, that's all.
That's all the Omnifuss stuff.
That's what's all the Omnifuss is about. I think like the only stuff I've got on order, like in terms of big books, are the deluxe editions for Once and Future and Something Is Killing the Children, and I'm looking forward to them. I'm not getting the slipcased ones because I thought, what's the point? If it was a few volumes in a slipcase, like trade 1 to 6 or whatever, then I would have got a slipcase. But if it's just one big book, what's the point of sliding that into cardboard? I just can't justify paying another like 10 quid or whatever just for a bit of essentially coloured cardboard. Say it again.
So pretty.
It is pretty. It is pretty, but I'm hoping they'll put most of the effort into the cover and not the box it goes in. I am new. I am learning. Maybe I'll be proved wrong, but maybe I've made a mistake. But that is what it is.
Cash grab, because they know suckers like me will buy it. I'm sure there are plenty of others like me as well.
Maybe. Yeah, guys, let us know in the comments. What omnibuses are you looking forward to in the future? But yes, Lee, I'm gonna bring you on now. So put your clothes on, please. No, Jesus. There we go. Yes. Okay, we are very close to coming up to playing the game Cover Up. I've just seen the ABZ comics, ABZ. I don't know. What do you guys say? ABZ, ABZ?
Well,
ABZ. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, he's also submitted a cover. So who do we have?
So we have Adam from Comic Bound, which is Sandman #1.
Okay.
Dawn of Comics, Shaney Boy.
Shaney Boy.
That is Batman Adventures #12.
First appearance of Harley Quinn. Yeah.
Triple G, Silver Surfer 4.
Okay.
Chris from Off My Shelves, Swamp Thing 21.
Right.
Alid Likes Comics, Uncanny X-Men 266.
Okay.
And finally, ABZ Comics, Silver Surfer, Volume 1, #4.
Okie doke. Phil, out of these, I am aware of 3 of them. Are you aware of all of them? I mean, this is up to us now. We picked the best one. We picked the one that we want.
I'm already biased, but 2 people have said the same book, and I have a homage cover for it.
Ooh, nice.
This is not obviously the cover. This is a homage to Silver Surfer #4, which I think that's the book that I want to own I don't care about a key, just a book I want to own, so I'm going to be biased towards that one. But I do believe 2 people said that, so I'm not sure how you're going to work that.
Who was the other person?
YBZ and
Pete.
Who was the other one?
Yeah, Triple G
Oh,
and
yes.
ABZ both said Silver Surfer for.
Who said
Okay.
first? Let's do that. Easier.
Okay, so we'll go for that then, shall we? Because you've got that book, you really like that book, and we'll go for Pete because he said it first.
If you're okay with that, I'm good with that.
That's fine. That's fine. So, Pete, if you're still with us, I'm hoping that you are. I've just sent the link in. Please join us and play the game. You can put your video on if you want. You can take it off and just go audio only if you want. That's totally fine. But we are going to play Cover Up in a moment. If you are still with us, please say that you are. If not, then we'll have ABZ on. I've just been shouted at by Chris. Don't say Z. We are British. I thought, I think I've said Z more than Z. It's one of those things I don't think about until now, and now I have no idea what I actually say. Do I say Z or do I say Z?
Thank God we didn't get there in the Scott versus Phil.
Yeah. I'll give it a couple minutes, and if Pete doesn't turn up, then ABZ. I hope you can. Sorry, ABZ. I hope I hope you can join us. So yeah, what do we have? So we had Chris also said earlier on he would like to have the complete Cranville by Brian Talbot, which is out in late August. Pete is here, everyone. There we go, and he's going to join us tomorrow. Hi, Pete. How you doing?
Hi, everyone. You here's all right?
Yes, very well, actually. Can you turn us down a bit? I can hear the echo of the show.
How you doing? Hi, everyone. You here's all right?
There we go. Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Actually, can you turn us down a bit more?
You have to mute your YouTube and keep the StreamYard on.
There we go. Let's put some headphones on. So yeah, we also had Ignacio coming in saying he's waiting for the Luther Strode omnibus. I've not heard of that.
I couldn't list everything, but I was looking at Luther Strode, and there's another book. Is it the Monolith? Right as well next month, and they all look pretty good, but I can't pick everything. You gotta get the masses in, you know.
Yeah. Liam, what's under your table, mate? It's what are you hiding? It's a table.
It's a table.
So, Pete, how are we doing? Can you hear us?
I seem I've got a bit of a bounce back for some reason.
Yeah, if you just maybe just go on the YouTube video and just mute it or pause it or something, or that'd be fine. Yes, we've got off my shelf saying hello, Peter, Caitlin there.
I think I've done it now. Is that right?
Yes, that's great. You're great on our end, yeah. So, are you ready to play a game with us called Cover Up?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Great.
Yeah.
I'll explain the rules in a minute. Also, Comic Bound is awesome that they're doing an omnibus for Luther Strode for everything that missed out on the hardcover. Really awesome series. I've never heard of it, but now the FOMO's kicking in, and I might have to go and look it up in a minute.
Here's done.
Yeah, right. So let's get the game underway. Just need to press this button, and then okay. Ah, it's messing up. Talk amongst yourselves a minute. Bill, Pete.
I'm just glad I'm not the one having technical difficulties no longer. I had my stint. Now it's Scott's turn. So Pete and Liam's next.
Well, if it's mine, it'll be a wardrobe malfunction.
I hope not.
Wow. Okay, I'm just struggling here. Really struggling to sort this out. Pete, how you doing? How's your week been? How was everything? How's everything? Have you had any good hauls recently?
Yeah, I've had a few. I've been to a great comic shop in Darlington called the Darl Knight. Every time I go there, I seem to find a load of good keys. So I went and watched Black Widow. I don't know if anybody's seen that. And then the day after, I went to the comic shop and found the first appearance of, I don't know what she's called, the blonde Black Widow. Is it Helena or something?
Okay. Elena.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, something like that. So I got that for £3. So variant edition. So I was quite pleased with that one.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a fab shop. Really recommend it.
Great. Okay, we're up. We're ready to go. Okay, so we're going to play a game of higher or lower. Cover up. Ooh. All right. Are you ready? Okay, so the rules are very simple. You just look at the book. You see how many covers that book has, so like variant covers. Then you look at the next book, and then you guess if it has more or less covers than the last. So if it's higher or lower. Okay? Is that clear?
Yeah, got you.
Cool, man. Yeah, and just before we crack on, Geeky Guy, he knows how I feel. So this is the joy of doing lives. You know, I'm not bothered about the malfunctions. They happen every episode, and I know the Geeky Guy. You used to have issues with your internet all the time. It's just part and parcel now, isn't it? But everyone's sticking around and having a good time. So let's get on with the game. So right, this is the first one. This is the example. Okay, we have Wonder Woman Black and Gold issue 1. In total, this has 9 covers. Okay. So I'm going to show you the next one, and you're going to guess, using your superb comic book knowledge, if the book that comes next has more or less covers in total, okay? So we have Black Hammer, issue 1, okay, by Dark Horse, written by Jeff Lemire. Do you think this book has more covers or less covers than Wonder Woman Black and Gold issue 1? Is it higher or is it lower?
I think lower.
You think lower? Phil, Lee?
Yeah,
I would go lower.
Okay, everyone in the comments play along as well. So we've got Off My Shelf saying less and Comic Bound saying lower as well. Let's take a look what it is. It is 5. It has 5 covers altogether. So Pete, you've got 1 whole point so far.
Marvelous.
It's the best point. We also had Blue Sonic there and ADZ getting it right as well. Thank you very much. Okay, next up. So we got 5 covers, right? We have Crossover issue 1. Does this book have more or less? Is it higher or lower than 5 covers?
Higher.
Higher. Just for an interesting thing, do you want to guess how much higher?
I know there was secret variants and all kinds of stuff for this one, wasn't there? There was,
there was a lot.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of covers for this one, so I'm guessing over 10.
Okay, 49
Bloody
covers.
hell.
Crossover issue 1 has 49 covers. So we had Shane, Charlie, Adam, Blue Sonic, and Alid all getting that right. Well done. So, Pete, you are on.
That's mad mind, isn't it?
It is. Shane guessed 14 points there, and he was very, very wrong. Okay, next up might be an easy one. Superman, Son of Kal-El. Philip's book of the month. I prepared this before Philip told me what his book of the month was going to be. So, does this book have more or less than 49 covers?
It's got to be less, surely.
I thought you were going to say more.
If it's higher, there's something wrong with the world, surely.
Yeah, 100%. So, Phil, Lee, what do you think?
I'm thinking lower.
It's got to be lower. Yeah.
Got to be lower. Okay, so the answer is 7 covers.
And I bet Shane's got every cover.
Probably. Well, not of this book. Jesus.
Yeah.
So we had Adam got it right. Shane, you were very close with 8 there. Off My Shelves got it right. Alid got it right. Blue Sonic got it right. And Geeky Guy, very close. Just 1 away. Yeah, 3 of them are by Alan Quay, I think it is. Or Alan Key. I don't know. But yeah, lovely guy. I watched Geeky Guy's comics interview with Alan Quay, and he was a great guy. I've got a cover of his as well. Yes, lush, really good artist. Okay, 3 down. You got all right so far, Pete. You got 2 more. How are you feeling?
Marvelous. Living the dream.
You and me both. Okay, so we've got Beta Ray Bill issue number 1. So we had how many was it? 7 covers. 7 covers. Do you think it is higher or lower? Does this have more or less than 7 covers?
The pure guess on this one, I think lower. I don't know.
I think lower. Okay, Phil, Lee?
I would go lower, just
a little bit lower. Lee?
I'm going to say higher, just for the sake of saying higher.
Okay, all right. Okay, here we go. 12.
Yeah!
12 covers in total. And Shane nailed that. He said higher, 12. Everyone else, so Charlie, Alid, Blue Sonic, Adam, all got it wrong. So Shane was the only one there who got it right. I think ABZ got that right as well. I think yeah. And then sorry, Chris, you got that wrong too. Yeah, so 12 there. So you got one wrong. You got 3 out of 4. So the clean sweep has gone, but can you just get 4 points now? Can you get the silver medal? Okay,
It's the first medal I've ever gotten.
Something is killing the children, issue 1. Does this have more or less than 12 covers?
Does that include reprints and all that jazz?
Yes. So how many printed covers has there been?
It's got to be more. I would have thought.
More, I think more than 12. Final answer?
Yeah, more.
Yeah. Philip, Liam?
More.
Yeah, there's like 8 prints so far for issue 1, isn't there? So I'm gonna say.
Okay, so the answer is 15. So it had 3 more covers than Be a Rare Bill, and there they all are. So that's it. That is it. Well done. You had 4 out of 5. Thank you very much for playing.
Not
How
bad.
did you feel?
Marvelous. Thank you very much.
Marvelous.
Enjoyed that.
Thank you very much. Me too. This game was also suggested by Shane, so thank you very much for suggesting that. We had Shane nailed it again. He said higher 15. Alid got it right. Adam got it right. ABZ got it right. Yeah, eighth printings and variants. It makes sense to be more than 12, isn't it? And there it is. It's 15. So that is it. Thank you very much, Pete. Thank you very much for buying a mug as well. Thank you for the support. And thank you for sending in your answer for this month's chat line.
No problem. It was really good show. Really good show. I'm really enjoying it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, mate. Thank you, mate. And I understand you're appearing on Geeky Guys After Dark.
I'm going to be watching it. I'm watching the show.
You're watching it. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, so I should say as well, everyone, at 11 o'clock tonight, Geeky Guy Comics is going to be doing his After Dark show. It's the first one they're doing, the whole gang. So there's Geeky Guy, so that's Charlie. You've got Tom from Not Quite Mint, Andy from Perpetual Comics, and Ben from Attention Seeking Geek. So that's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. If you've got the time, if you're not too tired, go and watch it. I think it's going to be on for like a long time, like a few hours, like 3-4 hours. So yeah, if you've got the time, go ahead and watch it. It should be a good laugh. But yeah, Pete, thank you very much. I'm gonna.
Thanks.
I was gonna say I'm gonna leave you now, but I'm gonna ask you to leave, and hopefully you'll enjoy the rest of the show. We need to end. So
Catch you in a bit.
Thank you very much. See you.
Bye.
Mate.
Bye.
How do you say bye to people?
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, bye. Like without sounding like go. Like anyway, thank you very much, Peter, for joining. That was fantastic. Again, thanks for buying a mug. Thanks for sending in a video for the answer as well. Anyone else in the chat? If you don't have a mug and you would like to have a mug, then do get in touch with me. There are a whole array of colors. There's a red, a yellow, a blue, a green, a pink, and an orange. I think those are all the colors you can have. And maybe a black one. Yeah. So there we go. Guys, I think that's the show done. We've just gone over an hour and a half. We are done with the show. Philip, we've managed to deal with your internet issues. Liam nearly got naked. We've had a fantastic time. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everyone for putting up with us with the echoes and the internet troubles. But yeah, that has been us. Thank you very much. We will go ahead and for the answer. Yeah. Ooh, it's 50-50, guys, for the answer, for the choices. So what is your favorite Marvel book, or who would win in a fight? This person or this person. So we'll just go for either of them. Go on.
Mine still says 48-52.
Oh, mine says 50-50.
27 votes.
Oh, it's changed again. It's changed again. So who would win in a fight? It is X versus X. So that's the one we're going to go for. That's the one we're going to go for next. So thank you, everyone, for joining. It's been a fantastic show. We've had a great time, as always, and we will be with you next month. The show for next month is already lined up on YouTube. So after you've watched this, go ahead to my channel straight away, press the set reminder button, and you will be reminded as soon as we're going live on that show. It's scheduled for the 21st of August. It's in 3 weeks instead of 4 weeks because we have stuff to do. So yeah. So thank you very much, everyone. I've been Scott.
I've been Phil.
I've been Liam.
And that's us. See you then.